Hello and good evening. Welcome to the fourth of our Twilight sessions for One City, One Light. I hope you've been really enjoying what we've been doing tonight. I've really enjoyed myself, and I'll be honest, I thought the music from Stephanie tonight was absolutely beautiful. So a huge thank you to Stephanie. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to go and chat to her a little bit about the performance, and we'll see what's going on behind the scenes really with her. And I'd like to sort of ask her a few questions about it. But just before I do chat to her, there's one very exciting thing that I need to tell you about. We're really, really lucky in the fact that we've now got to extend our Twilight sessions on for the next couple of weeks. So we were originally going to do 4 of them. We're now going to extend it to 6. So really looking forward to doing 2 more sessions for you next Thursday and then hopefully the Thursday after as well. But let's go and have a chat to Stephanie and see, talk a bit about the performance tonight. Stephanie, hello and a very good evening to you. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks, yeah.
You are. Oh, thank you so much for playing. That was absolutely beautiful tonight. I'm interested in some of the music that you did tonight, particularly because I know one of the pieces that you wrote, it was one of your own, wasn't it? A piece called of The Moonlit Galleon.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit more about that, actually?
Well, where I grew up in Highcliffe, Christchurch area in Dorset, it's a well-known smugglers' place. So one of the paths that I used to cycle along at night, I'm not sure it was actually illegal to cycle along it, but hey, was actually an old smuggler's path. And I would cycle across Stampit Marsh from Christchurch, and it would be in the dark. And that used to be marshland, so it's reclaimed marshland, and you could just imagine the whole route going back, and then you're going back along the sea. And I always made sure that I went down at Mudderford Quay and along the seafront just to see the moon glinting off the water. And I thought, wouldn't it be, I could imagine like the smugglers, you could almost feel like, you know, like you cycle past as well, like old smugglers, like pubs and things. And there's like alleyways going up. So one of the routes that I used to take up was quite a steep hill, and they used to apparently roll barrels up it.
Oh, right, okay.
And into Highcliffe. So I thought, you know, and obviously you would never, ever smuggle under the full moon because you'd get caught.
Yes, that kind of, yeah, absolutely.
But in my mind, I was like, I just like the idea of a galleon at night, moonlit, on the, you know, floating on the sea out there. So it's kind of about smugglers, but it's completely in my mind as well, because it wouldn't be plausible.
Oh, amazing. So when you write then, I'm interested a little bit about what inspires you. So you're inspired by the local places that you go to, is that right?
Yeah, so I can only seem to write about the sea.
Okay.
If someone asks me to write something about something that isn't the sea,
It's a no-goer.
I just can't do it. I don't know why. I can only seem to write about the sea. So yeah, and I think it's like places you've been to, and sometimes like, I don't know, like sometimes the wind, like you might be sat at the harp or something, or the piano, and you hear like the wind or the light will remind you of being in a place. And it's a memory, and then you can imagine being there, and then you can write some music sort of reflecting that. So next time I'd like to put some pieces in about Bouncy Island I did.
Yeah, because obviously you can see that, can't you, from where we are?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. One of the questions I'd like to ask you, because this has been one of the things that the Twilight sessions actually you've been able to do, because we haven't been able to do it when we've gone outside, is about playing the recorder.
Yes.
Because it's something that I would assume that most of the people watching might not actually know that you played, because you've been playing the harp. With the recorder, though, I've seen you play lots of different recorders. How do you go about choosing which recorder you use?
So they're either in a scale of C, I'll sort of simplify it. So they're either in the bottom note's either C or F. So, and they've only got a 2-octave range, and they can go a bit higher, but it's not pleasant for people who are listening. So it is determined by, can I play it, can I fit the tune on that recorder? If not, let's pick a different size.
Right, so it's all about the playability and everything.
Yeah, and also I think like the Dorme one I did this evening, I thought, it's quite a mournful sounding. It's a lullaby. It's a Ladino lullaby. And I thought you would not play that on a descant recorder, which is the
No.
high one. I thought you wouldn't do that. So I thought it sounds nicest on the tenor recorder. It's, and I've got different recorders which sound different.
Because, I mean, at the moment you picked that up, my heart's sort of like, oh, wow, it's really haunting, really, especially in a space like this, to play that in.
Yeah, I think the tenor recorder is my favourite because it is that, I suppose it's the most similar, isn't it, to the human voice?
Yeah, I suppose it is. It's in that same register, isn't it?
I mean, I do like the descant for really, cutting through things. But yeah, I did have a problem with my treble tonight, where because it's cold.
I was going to ask you if that was, if that's what happened.
Because it's cold and they're wood,
Yes.
and it really is quite cold in here. And it condensates in there. And obviously I normally say I was going to just come on and play the recorder, I would actually keep them under my armpits to keep them warm.
See, this is one of the things that I think, I wonder if people don't quite appreciate how difficult what it is that you're doing on the stream, because I'm assuming normally when you're playing to a live audience, it's absolutely fine for you to take a couple of minutes, warm your recorder up, launch into something else.
I think if it was a live audience, I would say, this piece, and while I was introducing the piece, I'd have a recorder under my armpit.
Yes.
To warm it up.
But
I hadn't realised, I hadn't quite appreciated how cold it was, and it was like, oh, I'm not going to play for you, I'm too cold.
Well, it's not like you could have some guy sitting on the side just warming your recorder up and handing it to you at the moment.
No. I don't think that'd be COVID secure either.
No, exactly. Talking about warmth and how cold it is, actually, Nadia, I'm super glad that we're inside because, quite frankly, it's bitterly
It's
cold.
cold inside.
Yeah.
I think what it'd be like outside.
And I mean, actually, today was quite a nice day for the first time. It actually felt like spring was sort of in the air. But you're looking very warm, actually, and very beautiful tonight. So I thought I'd ask you a bit about what you're wearing.
Okay, so these are random fabrics that I found that people tend to give me fabrics. There's been a spate of people occasionally, I think people think I'm like a womble. And they think, oh, what can Stephanie do with this? So they post things through the letterbox or just leave stuff on the doorstep. And so in the past I've had fabrics that, like, I've made stuff out of tablecloths and things. And this was from, I can't remember where this was from, but I thought it was quite jazzy, so I thought I'd make a skirt out of it. And Sam, the cameraman, has got a beautiful mask that I made him matching it.
I was going to say, because I've seen him walking around with face masks. Actually, in fact, I caught him on Instagram live earlier with the camera, and it's the same material.
It's the same material.
But it kind of works.
It does work, and I thought it was
Absolutely.
quite jazzy and cheerful and bright. And I found this fabric in the wardrobe.
It's fantastic. I don't know if it comes across on camera or not. I'll be interested.
It does.
But
It's got like it's polyester, like a sort of fake sort of tweedy thing, and it's got all different colours in it. So it's really pretty. So I made a stole for it, and I've got a hood, which I could demonstrate. There we go.
look at that.
Look, I've got a hood. I wanted to put teddy bear ears on it because I thought that would be cute.
How long does it take you to make something like that?
I timed myself, actually. It took me half an hour.
Half an hour. Goodness, that's amazing. Well, I reckon we'll have to get some on the shop.
Yeah, any style, any colour people want.
Yeah. So, I mean, what I'll do is actually I'll have I know we've had some comments tonight on the stream, so I'm just going to quickly bring them up, which is actually quite difficult to do. There we go. One-fingered. Look at this. And I know Malcolm Wilson, who's I know has been following our stream, says good evening all. So yeah, very good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Malcolm.
Good evening, Malcolm. And I know that we've had quite a few comments actually about how relaxing the harp makes you feel. And that's something I could ask you a little bit about. You know, last time you were talking about the certain type of vibe that you wanted to get across.
Yeah.
Was it a similar vibe this evening? Or?
It was kind of, because I thought, I thought today it would be more, I felt like today, like 2 weeks on, nearer spring, it would feel more, like more positive. And in a way it does, but at the same time, things are still pretty bad at the moment. And I thought, you know what, we can't be too happy. You've got to just go with it sometimes. So we had a few happy pieces, like the ones at the beginning and the end, because like, especially Shebeg and Shamor, it's like the cuckoo, spring's coming. And then I had a bit of a sea theme with the Moonlit Galleon. I thought about Newcastle and Portsmouth, especially Portsmouth, because that tune, I remember learning it on the recorder when I was in like year 4. I think it was the best tune ever. And I used to love going to Portsmouth with my grandparents, and we'd stare at my mum and granny would go off shopping, and me and my granddad would look at the ships.
Oh, amazing. Well, I know that as well, actually, Sorsha and Infinity Elite, remember that we did the live stream last year, saw them on Instagram earlier, and Sorsha says hi and said the setup looks absolutely amazing.
Hopefully Saw should be able to join us at some point.
Oh, please, yes, that would be so good. We've wanted Sorsha to come and join us on the live stream for a long time. That's something we've talked about and just need to make it happen. But Stephanie, thank you so much this evening for playing and creating such a beautiful atmosphere and ambiance, I think, tonight. And hopefully watchers and viewers will get a sense of that peace and relaxation, and they can take a moment out of their day. So a huge thank you to you for playing. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you for playing too.
Oh yeah, I was playing, wasn't I?
You were playing,
I was
yes.
playing. Well, I was just backing you up. But yeah, awesome. Well, so a huge thank you to everybody that's watched, liked and commented tonight. And if you would like to support us, please do head over to our One City One Light shop, where you can pick up some of the things that Stephanie's been making over the last few weeks. That would be really amazing, because obviously everything that you can support our live streams with will go to making more of these happen, and that's what we really want to push on and do this year. There's so many opportunities, and I feel like we're just at the beginning of something that we can really push out and share, go travel and explore, and hopefully get you guys involved as well in a way. So do follow us on Twitter, like us on Instagram, follow us there. Subscribe to us on YouTube. That would be amazing, because we always put the replays on from our stream shortly afterwards. In fact, last week we got it up the day after. That was a personal best, so make sure you check back tomorrow and see if we've popped the replay up on YouTube. It's even in high definition there as well, whereas Facebook's level was a bit low res, so do head over to YouTube if you want to get the full viewing experience. And don't forget, of course, that you can also head over to onecityonelight.com to find out all about the project, some of the things we've done in the past, and obviously you can see all of the videos and the live streams on ocol.tv. So onecityonelight.com you can head over to and see that. But from me, Richard, and everybody here at One City One Light, hope you have a really good evening and good night.